Hey guys, welcome back to Elevate a Soul. Today we are continuing with the part 2 of the chapter Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. My dear boys, who are all born from my heart, you should accept your eldest brother Bharata and engage in his service, for that will automatically include service to me. Thereafter, Lord Rsabhadeva installed Bharata as the emperor of the world, and although he remained at home, he lived like a madman, naked and with dishevelled hair. Then after some time, Lord Rsabhadeva left Brahmavarta so that he could wander over the earth as an avadhuta, appearing to be blind, deaf and dumb. In other words, Lord Rsabhadeva did not care for any social conventions, and thus he appeared like a dull stone, a ghost or a madman. Wherever he travelled, through towns and villages, the countryside, hills and forests, through military camps and to the homes of cowherd men and hostels for tourists, all kinds of bad people surrounded him. Sometimes they threw stones at him and sometimes they hurled stool or dirt. He was constantly being threatened, beaten, urinated upon, spat on, and sometimes people passed foul air in front of him. Although people called him bad names and gave him trouble in so many ways, Lord Rsabhadeva did not care, for he understood that the material body is meant for such an end. Due to being situated in his own spiritual glory, freed from the bodily concept of life and aware that matter and spirit are separate, Lord Rsabhadeva did not care for these insults. Without becoming angry with anyone, he simply walked through the world alone. Lord Rsabhadeva's bodily limbs were very beautifully and delicately formed, and his mouth was always decorated with a gentle and endearing smile. Because of his reddish eyes, which were like lotus petals, and other beautiful facial features, Lord Rsabhadeva was so attractive that even the hearts of married women became captivated by his appearance. And yet, since his long, curly brown hair was matted and his body was dirty and unkempt, it appeared as if he were being haunted by a ghost. Finally, upon seeing how antagonistic the public acted toward him, Lord Rsabhadeva adopted the behavior of a python and thus simply lay down in one place. After passing stool and urine, he would roll in it so that others would not come and disturb him. And yet, although Lord Rsabhadeva remained in that condition, no bad smell emanated from him, but instead his stool and urine filled the countryside for 80 miles around with a pleasant fragrance. Being a partial expansion of the Lord, Rsabhadeva awakened all the transcendental ecstatic symptoms, and as a byproduct, the mystic powers such as being able to travel in space at the speed of mind, to appear and disappear, to enter the bodies of others, and to see things far, far away. He did not exercise these powers, however, for even an advanced spiritualist does not trust his mind, just as after capturing some animals, a hunter does not trust them, knowing that they might run away. Just as an unchastity woman is easily swayed by paramours, so that even her husband may be killed by them, if the yogi does not control his mind, it may give facilities to enemies such as lust, anger and greed, that will doubtlessly kill his spiritual life. Lord Rsabhadeva's body was completely spiritual, but due to the influence of Yoga Maya, he considered it to be material, and for this reason he acted like an ordinary person who strives for self-realization. While wandering over the earth, he passed through the province of Karnataka in South India and entered a dense forest near Kutakala. With stones in his mouth, he wandered upon like a madman. And at this time, a great forest fire was ignited due to the friction of bamboo. Being fanned by the wind, the fire burned the entire forest and the body of Lord Rsabhadeva to ashes. The king of Konka, Venka, and Kutaka, named Arhat, heard of Lord Rsabhadeva's activities, and by imitating them, he introduced a new system of religion. Taking advantage of the Kali Yuga, the bewildered king gave up the Vedic principles and began the Jain religion, which is opposed to them. With this, we complete the chapter. Thank you. Radhe Radhe.